Third, a night full of blessing. This is called a night full of blessing because at the time of Lailatul Qadr, the angels are sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to descend to earth to distribute. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To start with the greatest name of Almighty Allah, most gracious and merciful, whose bounties are abounded, whose blessings are uncountable, whose being is eternal, whose mercy is unlimited, whose love is our lives, and whose worship is our faith. A warm good afternoon to all of you, and today I would like to talk about 10 virtues of the last 10 days of Ramadan. As a Muslim, the last 10 days of Ramadan is a moment full of excitement and worry. Excitement about the specialness of the last 10 days of Ramadan, which has the night of Lailatul Qadr in it, and worries about whether we can still meet again with the Ramadan the following years with all the age limitation we have. Therefore, many people take advantage of the last 10 days of Ramadan by worshipping more solemnly and better. Many of them perform iktikaf in the mosque during the last 10 days of Ramadan. In accordance with a hadith narrated by Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the messenger of Allah, may Allah peace and blessing be upon him, was more devoted to worship during the last 10 days of Ramadan than he was during any other night. Hadith from Muslim. The hadith shows the future of the Prophet's spirit of worship in the last 10 days of Ramadan. Even the figure of the Prophet Muhammad, who was guaranteed to enter heaven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, was even more active in worshipping to achieve his pleasure. One of the many virtues of the last 10 days of Ramadan is the descent of the night of Lailatul Qadr, a glorious night that has more value than 1,000 months. In hadith, the Prophet Muhammad said, "Seek Lailatul Qadr on the last 10 nights of Ramadan, on the 9 remaining night, the 7 remaining night, the 5th remaining night." Hadith from Bukhari. Therefore, Muslims are strongly advised to worship, especially night worship on the last 10 days of Ramadan. Apart from being the night of 1,000 months, some of the virtues of the last 10 nights of Ramadan will add to its privileges. Among them are: first, the night the Quran was revealed. In Quran Surah Al-Baqarah verse 185, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed as a guide for humanity, which clear proof of guidance and the decisive authority. So whoever is present this month, let them fast." Second, a night that is better than 1,000 months. This means that when doing good deeds on the night of Lailatul Qadr, the value is better than 1,000 months. When doing good deeds, it will be counted as doing good for 1,000 months. In Quran Surah Al-Qadr, verse 1 until 3, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And what will make you realize what the night of glory is? The night of glory is better than 1,000 months." Third, a night full of blessing. It is called a night full of blessing because at the time of Lailatul Qadr, the angels are sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to descend to earth to distribute grace and blessing to humans who worship earnestly that night. Indeed, we set it down on a blessed night, for we always want against evil. On that night, every matter of wisdom is ordained by a command from us, for we have always sent messengers. Quran Surah Ad-Dukhan, verse 3 till 5. Fourth, a night of prosperity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran Surah Al-Qadr, verse 5, which reads, "It is all peace until the break of dawn." Lailatul Qadr is a very beautiful night for Muslims. On that night, Muslims are not only overwhelmed with blessing, but also prosperity. Fifth, a night full of forgiveness. Abu Hurairah reported that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, said, "Whoever prays on the night of Lailatul Qadr out of a faith and expectation of reward from Allah, his past sin will be forgiven." Hadith from Bukhari and Nasa'i and Ahmad. A person who repents and prays, the sins of the past will be forgiven by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because on that night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the door to forgiveness wide. 6. Angels descend to earth. That night, the angels and the Holy Spirit descend by the permission of their Lord for every discrete matter. Quran Surah Al-Qadr, verse 4. On the night of Laylatul Qadr, the angel Gabriel and other angels descend to earth, bringing mercy, blessing, and prosperity. Therefore, let's multiply reading prayers on the odd night of the last 10 days of Ramadan. Indeed, how lucky is the person who gets the blessing on that night. 7. A night full of goodness. The messengers of Allah said, "Verily, the month of Ramadan has come to you, and it is a night better than 1,000 months. Whoever is prevented from seeing it, then indeed has been prevented from all goodness. And no one is prevented from seeing it except those who are losers." Hadith from Ibn Majah. From the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ showed how meaningful the night of Laylatul Qadr was, because on that night, all goodness is intended for people who are serious in worship, while those who ignore the night become losers because they get nothing. 8. The door of heaven is opened. Ramadan has come to you, the blessed month in which Allah the Almighty has obliged you to fast. The gates of the heaven have been opened, and the gates of hell have been closed, and the disobedient devils have been changed. In that month, Allah has one night that is better than 1,000 months. A person worships during it. Whoever is prevented from its goodness, indeed, he is a person who is prevented from all goodness. Hadith from Nasai. In the month of Ramadan, including on the night of Laylatul Qadr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the doors of the sky, and the angels will also descend on earth. 9. The door of hell is closed. Under the specialty of the month of Ramadan, which includes the night of Laylatul Qadr, is the closing of the gates of hell. The night is only filled with goodness. Muslims who carry out worship sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be soothed in their hearts and filled with blessing. 10th, rewards are multiplied. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the messages of Allah, blessing and peace of Allah be upon him, said, "Every good deed done by a person will be multiplied by 10 similar good deeds, up to 700 times." Allah Ta'ala says, which means, except the practice of fasting. The act of fasting is for me. I alone will reward it, because he has given up lust and food for my sake. The one who fasts will get two happiness: happiness when he breaks his fast, and happiness when he meets his Lord. Indeed, the order of the months of the fasting person is more fragrant in the sight of Allah than the order of mass. Hadith from Bukhari Muslim. The hadith explains that the deeds done in the month of Ramadan will be multiplied even up to 700 times. Be it sunnah prayers, reading the Quran, and other good deeds, except fasting, which will be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After knowing the virtues of the last 10 days of Ramadan above, so we all have to be more active to worship in order to get the blessing of the night. What needs to be remembered is that the night of Laylatul Qadr does not come every day, but only once a year. Thus, may Allah make it easy for us to be enthusiastic in worship at the end of Ramadan, and may we be among the servants who get a night full of glory. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Come and join us.